Gunther, can you explain who you are and what you do at the company?
My name is Günther Meyer. I'm one of two managing directors. My responsibility is sales, technique, R&D, and also what happens after the machine is delivered to the customer. So it's also service, warranty issues.
Wow, quite a lot then.
Yeah. Practically, I'm the main face to the customer from management point of view, and I have a very nice position. If I have an idea, I can develop the idea and can sell the idea. Yeah.
Okay, so this WFL machine that we have behind us here, was this part of your idea and creation, and can you tell us what it is?
Yes, this is, let's say, a fantastic idea, a fantastic machine with some new ideas. Yeah. After this crisis, we learned a lot of things. Yeah. Our customers need more flexibility, let's say, with having work for people. Yeah. We have designed a machine with a new idea. First thing is we have chosen first a system for automated load and unload, and then we have designed the machine for self-loading. Yeah.
Okay, now this is the M20 MILLTURN really. It's what we see here, isn't it?
Yes, this is the M20 MILLTURN. It has swing diameter 500 millimeter and turning length 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meters. We see here, let's say, the smallest version of this machine.
Now, what you wanted to achieve with this model then was to give companies the ability to run unmanned, hence the loading and unloading, but also maintain the precision of parts with the stability of the machine, because a lot of what WFL is known for is for harder materials, isn't it? And running those unmanned can be quite challenging.
Yes, our customers are used to buy machines from us which have a long living time. Yeah, we call it design to performance. It's not a design to cost. Yeah, this is another principle for other parts. Yeah, our customers buy these machines, and after 15, 16, 17 years, we make something like a warranty, like a retrofit, and they can run them another 10 years.
Okay, now what's this machine got in it then in terms of in the machining area? I noticed you've got a B-axis and a bottom tool. What's it capable of?
Yes, this machine has some new ideas which are not existing, let's say, on the market before. Yeah, one idea is this, that we have an upper and a lower B-axis. Yeah, normally machines like this have a turret, and the turret has a restriction in number of tools. Yeah, this machine can change the tools on the lower slide and the upper slide.
And is it the same tool in either?
It's not exactly the same tool, because we call this kind of machines MILLTURN. Yeah, we have on the upper slide a milling spindle, and the lower slide we have the ability to turn. Yeah, but we can machine. You see here two spindles, main spindle and stub spindle. Yeah, and we can machine at the same time on the left and on the right spindle. Yeah, and can machine on both sides the same. We can use the same tools.
And what about your B-axis here then? How good is that at performing milling operations?
Yes, if we compare us with other machines in the market, yeah, we have the highest ability, the highest torques for machine difficult materials like Inconel, like titanium. Yeah, and with this ability we can mill faster and more exact. Let's say the machine has the quality of what we call grinding machines. Yeah. Quality of grinding machines, yeah. It's also, let's say, foreseen for a machine hardened material.
Where's the industry then? Because I'm thinking if you want harder materials, you might be operating in the aerospace, energy sector, all of the things where you've got the more industrial applications.
Exactly this. Interesting wise, the most difficult materials are in oil and gas. Yeah, materials which in 4 or 5 kilometer steps. Which is in the salt water. Yeah, these are more difficult materials as flying to the moon. Yeah, so let's say our main industries are oil and gas. Yeah, and also let's say air industry. Yeah, for example, landing gears are made from titanium. Turbine shafts are made from Inconel. Yeah, we are specialists for this kind of industry.
And what are the things that this machine has that enables it to produce those products to the same level of accuracy time and time again? What do you do when you're building them to achieve these things?
I think one thing is, let's say, the quality of the machine, the components we are using. Another thing what you cannot see directly is the software we developed. Yeah? WFL is the first company who produced this kind of machines. And in this time you couldn't buy any software. Yeah? You could buy a control, yeah? For example Siemens control, but we were forced to develop our own software. And this is one of our advantages. We are the only company of the world who just produces this product. Yeah? Let's say they are bigger companies, but they have turning machine, milling machines. But we are 550 people who produce just this kind of machines. And who can run the small machine can also run our biggest machine. It's the same software.
The load and unload is an interesting one on this, because what you're really doing is aiming then this machine at an audience where you could run it over a weekend. You could keep those spindles going as much as you possibly can. And that's really the key, isn't it, to your automation?
Yeah, it's just a question of the tool storage and of the part storage. Yeah? But we can automatically change all the tools on both slides, just depending how big is the tool storage. Yeah? We can make a tool storage for 250 parts, for 250 tools, for example. And this gives our customers the ability, depending on the number of parts they have to produce, to run one shift per day without any people. Yeah? Because we have all the software for measurement, for gauging for the quality. Yeah? And this machine, like I said, has also grinding ability, so we can we can reach the same quality like most of the grinding machines. The philosophy of our customers are, because crises are so fast coming and going and coming, yeah, and everybody knows that, let's say, to get highly integrated workers, it's very difficult, yeah. This machine gives our customers the ability to, let's say, to make manless shifts, yeah. For example, it's theoretically possible that you stop to work on Friday evening and the machine stops on Monday morning.